Hi, friends. My name is Maria. Welcome back to the podcast. This is Conversations with Mother Earth. And today we are celebrating our Sophia Sunday transmission. This is my fourth Sophia Sunday. This is a time where I specifically tap into those divine feminine energies that are all around us right now that want to give potent and beautiful messages for myself, first and foremost, but also for the collective, for humanity, for people to keep in mind as we are moving through Earth's cycle, but also through these incredible transitions that we're going through all together at the same time. So I'm very much enjoying this segment that I'm doing. Today, I am actually filming on Sunday, which is a fun thing. I don't always get on Sunday. Sometimes I get before, sometimes I get a little bit after. But either way, the message speaks for the whole week. I try to keep the intention open for the whole week of May 4th and let that be kind of like our guide or the kind of the thinking points for the week and the days ahead. So today, May 4th, we are kind of in a unique and interesting time. 5/5, we are entering kind of an energetic portal, right? Which is something I would love to ask the Divine Feminine about, how that helps us or benefits us, and how do we utilize it in our life? What should we be doing on 5/5? I also want to talk about Beltane, which is typically celebrated on May 1st. So that's something also that I want to include in conversation today. And then as we have entered into the month of May, it's a fun reminder that this month, coined by the Catholic Church, is the month of Mary, which, how beautiful and fun. I'm feeling very Mother Mary energy today. It feels like I'm in all blue somehow. My crystals that I've grabbed today are blue. I'm feeling some very motherly, beautiful energy around me today as I started my grounding meditation, which is something I do prior to coming on with you guys just to get in the mindset and open up my channel, and then we do it together, obviously, if you've been here for a little bit. But yeah, it's month of May, the celebration of Jesus's mother and new life. May has always been, for humanity, a celebration of fertility, of new life. That's what Beltane was in the Celtic tradition, but all across the globe, this reawakening of the earth, the plants and the animals and everything becoming fertile and alive. This is a huge part of Earth's cycle and something that has been celebrated by people for centuries, thousands and thousands and thousands of years. So Beltane was such a tradition, is such a tradition, since that passion and excitement around the festival is becoming more and more prevalent in recent years, and hopefully it continues. As May 1st this year fell on, I think, a Thursday or Wednesday, I have to say that let me backtrack. So traditionally, Beltane was celebrated the second new moon after the spring equinox, okay? So that puts the actual Beltane, if we're going by that timeline, not until May 26th, that 3-day window, which is one of the 8 holy days of the Earth's cycle. That doesn't come till later in the month. So I have to say, I had every intention this past week of tapping into and celebrating and actually making a video about Beltane for the podcast. But for me, the energy fell off this whole week. Not only has my son been sick since Tuesday, we're fighting pneumonia at my house. I'm also starting to come down with something myself. But I felt more ick. I had this interesting icky feeling all week long, which indicated to me that it wasn't the right time for me to be celebrating that holiday. So I'm looking to May 26th instead. So the 25th, 26th, and 27th to do kind of my own unique honoring of the earth and her awakening. It's totally up to you. If it felt great for you, if you participated and did some things to honor the earth around the 1st, I commend you and applaud you. Good for you. I'm glad you're taking the time to do it and opening yourself up to the magic and the beauty of connection with nature in that way, and just saying thank you, welcome back. I think that's so awesome. It didn't feel right for me this year for some reason. So I'm just going to push that back, and hopefully maybe I can still make a channel message Beltane video and just see what it really means for the earth. I'd love to maybe jump back into that at some point. So if you're interested, stay tuned. if you have time, go ahead and you have celebrated or do celebrate Beltane. I'd love for you to comment and leave me some messages about the things that you do that are unique to you and unique to where you live, about your celebrations that are unique to you, as my son was traipsing out of the room. May is a month of reawakening, of awakening, of fertility, of this like zest and vibrance and green life. Earth's messengers, the natural messengers, are waking up again to guide us over the next few months in our lives. And it's fun to acknowledge them and be present for it, to be in connection in that way. So that's why I suggest you take the time to do some sort of celebration on your own. Now, throughout history, we have these same themes that run throughout this time of the year, throughout different civilizations. People have celebrated the awakening of the earth, the Persephone and Demeter. I think that was one of the Greek ones, where Persephone rises again after her 6-month or however month stunt in Hades, or with Hades. She reemerges to spend time with her mother here, Demeter, on earth. And so it's kind of a time to like acknowledge her and say thank you and welcome back. I know that there's so many other like goddess or God type energies that have beautiful stories in them about this reawakening and reemerging period of time that's going on right now. To like correlate that with the Mother Mary story, it's kind of the same. It's theme wise, the undertone is very similar to those kind of what we would maybe term pagan or God goddess stories to the Mother Mary and the Catholic Church, Christian Church, whatever. They're similar in that Mary is the symbol of new life, of like awakening, of the fertile mother, the Virgin Mother, as the story is told. It has this like, newness and beautiful piece to it that very much mirrors some of those other stories. So as we've learned, and I've learned over time with my studies here, reading the books about the divine feminine, how it really is all linked together, kind of these storylines, these themes, they go very much hand in hand and they feed off of one another. It's the same story almost retold over and over and over again, but for a different audience. And it's fun to look back and say, wow, like, okay, this connects with this and this is influenced by that and blah, 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 blah. Because we can sit and make those connections now after however many thousands of years of human storytelling and human history and human celebration. It's really fun to connect some dots like that. So May is a celebratory month, and one that I'm very much looking forward to, expansion, growth. But I do have to say, over the past week, I've had the ick. I can tell that there's something going on inside of me, my own path, my own trajectory that is like kind of shaping me and molding me for something a little bit different. I've noticed now, after going through this cycle of many times over the past few years, I'm noticing now that when I'm feeling this way, when I'm feeling like a lack of connection with maybe the things around me, when I'm like, that doesn't feel right to me anymore. This isn't fueling me anymore. This doesn't feel right. Or I'm noticing behaviors about myself that I don't absolutely love. I'm sinking back into old patterns. When I go through a time period like this, I know that there's a reset that's happening, that something is going on behind the scenes that I'm not humanly aware of. And so, yeah, I feel that mostly. I know I say this a lot, but social media, man, really gets me. I feel, I don't feel connected in the same way that maybe I had even 6 months prior to any sort of content creation that I'm absorbing. When it comes to YouTube, I very much love to watch my gardening videos and my cooking videos. Like, those still feel very good to me. But there are some of the other things that I'm like, no, just, yuck. And like I said, there are some behaviors that I'm noticing about myself that I feel like it's time to dive into and kind of dig into and figure out like what is going on. How do I grow past this? How do I release some of these old thought processes or belief systems that I have about myself? So I'm going through a turnover of sorts. And I know it's best just to work through them and not take them personally at this point. Now I know, like, hey, maybe there's some internal work I can be doing. And if I don't feel that way, then it's just a resting period for me. It's just kind of a recalibration. So it's interesting that it's fallen on this week, which some people celebrate Beltane. That's why I was like, yeah, it just doesn't, I'm not feeling it. It doesn't feel right for me. So I'm just going to push that off a little bit. But if you're going through something similar, I think that's the point I'm trying to make here. If you're going through something similar, please know that it's something that's happening on the inside. That's something that's guiding you that maybe your human self is not aware of. And it's totally normal. And it happens time and time again. It's just being in the presence to witness it happening and saying, oh, I recognize this feeling. This feels familiar. I've done this before. I'm just going to write it out. I'm just going to just be calm and peaceful in the place that I'm in right now. It's the only thing I can do, really, because I'm no longer trying to control my reaction. In a way, like I'm no longer trying to control the outcome, I think is what I meant to say. I'm not trying to force myself into anything or through anything. I'm also not trying to label myself in any type of way or give my ego or whatever this is, my brain ideas about how I should be feeling about some of the thoughts or the feelings that are coming up from inside, from my heart. I'm just going to ride the wave. I'm moving in flow as best as I can. And what I love lastly about this whole month of May and the correlation between Mother Mary, the Divine Feminine, Mother Earth awakening, all of these gods and goddesses, is it really is a celebration of the Mother of Heaven. Like the creatrix is what people call the feminine creator, I think. So I love that because I'm so in tune with that right now. That feels very prevalent in my life. And so it feels like a really potent and powerful time. And let me know if you're feeling the same way. I would love to hear. Once we recover from the sickness, I know that the enthusiasm will be quite a bit more than what it is now. But also, the sickness itself is a time of pause, a time of going inward, of being calm and just resting. That has a place too. Something to be aware of and to honor at the same time. So, all of that to say, I would love to welcome the Divine Feminine, the Goddess Sophia, our Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, Isis, Mother Earth, whoever would like to come through today. And can you see my incense going across the screen? I've never had it. I think because I have a window open, it's blowing. I would like to invite those energies in today to provide us with our weekly message and give us something to think about and ponder and guide us for the next week. So I will start by having us close our eyes. If you'd like to join me in this exercise, I highly recommend it. It's a beautiful grounding and opening up our channel, allowing the light to come through, which is what we need more than anything else in this time right now. A purposeful, open channel of light and love can change the world, right? So every little bit helps. So I invite you to close your eyes and take a few deep breaths with me. From there, we'll move on to our channel message. So start just by relaxing your body, your shoulders, allowing them to just droop, your hips, allowing them to release, your neck, your eyes. Just relax your body. And as you take a few deep breaths, go ahead and picture that beautiful white light, loving energy above the top of your head. And allow that to come down, seep down into your crown chakra and into your third eye space, the top of your head. Bring it down your face, over your lips, down your ears and your throat. Carry that white light down your shoulders, down your arms, through your fingertips, and out the palms of your hands. Draw the light down your torso and your hips, down your legs, your calves, out the soles of your feet into Mother Earth. And I like to stay here doing this for a few minutes. Really reaching in and digging into Mother Earth with that golden, loving source energy. And again, I think I mentioned this earlier, but it feels very blue, almost like a blue slate, like rock almost, the color of like blue rock, kind of like one of my crystals. It kind of has this like hint or tone to it and texture. All right, now go ahead and breathe that Mother Earth energy all the way back up through your legs, through your torso, back up the top of the neck, out your head. Take it up into the sky, outer space, and back into that beautiful source energy above your head. And on your last deep breath, breathe one more time that energy back into your heart. And before we start today, I would just like to welcome in the Mother Creator of all, who already introduced herself when we were doing our breathing exercise to me. I felt her and she said, I am the Mother Creator of all, which is so very beautiful. I just want to thank you for sharing in this moment with me, to opening up yourself to the light, to being open to the light, to being open to love and listening to our hearts, to walking a different path than most, to being in connection with the earth and with the creation of all, understanding we are of all things. We are connected. Thank you for the upliftment in my chest, for the healing, for the energy. Thank you. And as always, I pray that you keep me a clear channel, one that stays in integrity and authenticity. I've tried to do both. And provides a message for those who need it. So I pray for the week of May 4th. For a message from our Divine Feminine. And I'm still having this energy. I am the Mother Creator of all. More ancient than time. It's almost like more ancient than wisdom. Provider of the wisdoms and the knowledge and the mysteries. Womb mysteries is what I picked up on first. How do I describe this? The image that I'm being shown is a womb, but make it into a metaphor for the universe, essentially. So it's like kind of this creation space, and I'm seeing like all the stars, outer space. The universe is in this womb space. And this is a space of creation, of birth, of creating. Anything's possible through this space. What else can you tell me about this image? What does this represent? This is a place that thought becomes reality, that desire manifests, that wisdom and life can converge and create anew. It is a threshold for all humanity, or maybe not a threshold, but a holding space for all beings. They must all pass through this in order to experience something different, a life, perhaps. And I'm still seeing like just kind of this womb space where it's like limitless potential, but it's in the form of this, what you expect the universe to look like. It's like kind of this dark sky or dark place lit up by stars everywhere. It's a creation matrix, is what I heard. What else would you like me to say about this? You carry this within you as well. It is something that individuals have inside of themselves. It's a reflection of the bigger creation matrix, womb matrix. We have a smaller version, essentially, right here, a reflection of that right here inside of us, with limitless potential. Anything can come through, anything we can dream up or think of or fathom can come through. It's like an entry point into reality. What else can you tell me about this? What else is important to know about this space? In human beings, this is a place that we birth our artwork or create, where art comes from, in a way. Our drawings, our paintings, our music, our creative flow comes from this space. It's like it exists in this. It drops into this womb space, and it's your responsibility to bring it, birth it into existence here. Bring it down into the physical plane. Yeah, where ideas are captured, or where they stem from even. Where new worlds can be birthed, new ideas. If you think of your womb space, this creation space, as a way to birth a new world, what would you include in it? What would you envision? What would you picture? What would you add to your creation? If it was as simple as envisioning it in this space, if it was that simple, what would you include? And then allowing that idea or those ideas to move through you, to come down through you, to move through your energy field in a way. It almost feels like it's going through your body like, ooh, and then coming out through your birth space. What would you project onto the world if you knew that this is something that was possible? If it was this simple, what would you envision for the world, for your life? How could you make a difference? How could you change the lives of so many that are suffering? So many people. And there's a way to do this with time as well. histories, to almost envision a change of outcome from different time periods that we've learned about, civilizations. Envision something different and allow that to birth through you as well, and you'll feel ripples of change in your here and now. Envision the trees being celebrated and honored from the beginning of time. Envision that for the world, that they are believed to be sacred beings, sacred consciousness, and they should be preserved always. Envision that for human history and birth that idea through you. And then see how you may notice different changes that are happening in your here and now when it comes to the trees. The perspective that we have on trees. You can do that for many things. But you have the keys and the tools to be able to do this inside of yourself. You imagine the reality that you want to experience. And then you let it move through you. And almost like birth it out of you and allow it to ground into the earth. And by birth, it's not painful. It's just kind of allowing that vision, that feeling that goes with the vision, this whole presence that you have, move it through your body, out your birth space, and then allow it to anchor and ground into the earth. As if it exists, it's alive, it's an entity in itself. It has a weight to it. Allow it to sink in. And she says, don't be so small in your ideas. Think big picture. Don't just think about, because of course, I thought to myself, well, can I envision a future of financial stability or abundance? Being able to focus just on this aspect, right? Being a channel. And she goes, don't think so small. Think bigger, bigger, and bigger. Create new worlds. When we live in a place of limitless potential, we let the outside, the exterior world, exterior version of us, the ego, we let that fall away then. We understand that we are creation, we are creators. Those outside forces have no hold over us anymore. The people that want to manipulate or control our thought process, control our emotions, those cease to affect us. And in actuality, they cease to exist. If you give them no attention, no weight, no mind, are they there? Do they exist? Not in your reality. You are in eternal flow, creative flow then, if you could focus on this limitless potential inside of you. But it's some ways that I can use this for my own life. It's like, think of the places you can go. Think of the places you can reach. Think of the experiences you want to have. Think of how the world looks around you, the beauty of the earth. Think about how people treat each other. Think about what love looks like in your life. Think about the sky. Think about your communication, how you communicate with the natural elements, with the trees and the birds, with the plants. Your powers of creation are limitless. How can I make this a daily practice in my life? Envision it and write it down. What do I want to call in today? What do I want to anchor into the earth today? And feel it in your body. Feel the emotion. Feel the actual existence of this thought. Feel it move through you, anchor it into the earth, and believe that it is, that it exists. And it does. You're like sending waves of energy and light and creator energy down into the earth all around you. You're sending it out when you do this. It's like you're anchoring in new experiences. You're building a new framework and a grid by which you get to live, or in which you get to live. The next message she's kind of moving to is like, when you reach out and touch the air, I am there. I am in the air. I am the air. I am in all things. When you breathe it into your lungs, know it is me you breathe. I am all around you. You are my creation. You are my birth experience. You are my vision. In essence, you are living in a world, a place, an existence of my own making. Now you have the power, though, to do the same thing for yourself. To build the world that you want to live in. You've been gifted that power through me. And when you understand that everything in your life is a creation of your own making, then you begin to process and understand the events that happen in your life a little bit more clearly. You lose the facade that things happen to you. That becomes wiped away. That story is now in need of retelling. It's you have attracted these things. You have called these things into existence. You have created the hurts and the pains and the wants and the desires. You have created those yourself for experience purposes, to live a human life is synonymous with this process. Yeah, you draw those things to you for experience, for your soul's development. They're specific to you and to your human life. So think about the things that you want to attract, the things that you want to birth into reality. Focus on those things. And the world around you reflects that. It changes. Yeah, I'm in the clouds. I'm in the sky. I am this dome of reality that's around you. And I'm seeing like the earth that as a dome, you know, those representations where it's the land and then this kind of dome, this covering, to contain it. That's what she's showing me again. And saying this space, like this world, I have created. And what's funny is the other day I was at the grocery store, and as I walked out of the grocery with my son, I looked up into the sky, and it felt like it was a dome, like the sky was a dome, and it felt like I was in the Truman Show. Remember the Truman Show where you're like, wait, there's a barrier here. That's what it felt like, kind of like I was living in a simulation or a stage kind of thing. And that's pretty much what this feels like again. Like a contained space. And it is true, our human bodies live there, but our spirit, our soul selves emanates out of it, I think is what it feels like. Our soul can traverse that barrier. When we tap into our soul self, then we get to travel the universe and experience the greatness of all beings, of all life. Again, there's like this limitless expansion potential when we can do that. When we elevate outside of this earth bubble. And it feels like when I try to move myself out of that earth dome, I can connect into my baby a little bit. Like she is outside of it. Her soul is outside of that right now. Yeah, she's in that space waiting to come in, waiting for her time. And I'm asking, are you ready to do life together? Are you ready? Thank you for choosing me. Thank you for choosing this family, this time, us. And she said, you have chosen me also. We are continuously choosing each other. And I'm asking her if there's anything I can do while she's still up there and I'm down here for her. And I think she's telling me to make sure I'm outside more, to walk more than what I'm doing right now, to stay outside, stay in nature, be outside. Breathe the air, the fresh air. Because when I'm outside, then there's a freedom in my soul and in my spirit that I get to feel. The denseness of life evaporates, lifts when I get to be outside. I can do that. And she's kicking me, actually. That's so funny. I'm just telling her I love her. She said, I'll be there. I'll be there eventually in due time. Well, thank you for this moment of connection and this experience. Oh, she kicks again. To the mother of all creation. Is there something specific that we can be doing during this energy portal, May 5th, 2025? Now I'm getting this like fly like a bird type of energy. So up in the clouds, I'm feeling like floating in the air. I'm also seeing like a hawk. What does this represent for May 5th? Stay above the noise. Stay above all. See the big picture. Stay elevated and above. Notice and witness everything, but do not be a part of anything. Just be in flow and kind of soar. Soar and be in flow. Be in your own space. There's a peaceful tranquility to living in connection with the earth. And I'm getting pictures of like a Native American, like a encampment or a bunch of teepees. I'm feeling very Native American vibes at the moment. What does this represent? Ground in to the earth. Just live in flow, live in the rhythm, and understand that there's nothing more that needs to happen outside of that. If you picture your society or life as connected to the earth, your existence, your everyday life is connected to the earth, you can do that, and that can become your reality. That peaceful, connected life can become your reality. You could live that way. And then all the outside background noise of society can just not exist for you. It isn't a part of your awareness anymore. You can envision that for your 5-5 portal. Your oneness, your closeness, your connection to community, but also to the earth. Bringing back of those values is important. It gives me a sense of peace and calm in my heart and in my chest to feel this energy of connection, of community. It feels like home for me, for sure. And last but not least, before we go today, I wanted to try to call in Mother Mary if she has a message for us for this week. But then I immediately heard, who do you think you've been talking to this whole time? The Mother of Heaven. I am one and the same as Mother Mary. I carry the same creation womb matrix inside of me. She's a representation of the bigger entity, the bigger mother of all. I am your earth version. Do you have anything else for us today? I'm just seeing her with a necklace of flowers. What does this represent? Live in the joy and the revelry of new life, of rebirth, of celebration, of beauty, of opportunity. You too can wear this mantle. You too have this inside of you. And the energy that I'm getting is more austere in terms of this mother energy. It's, very mother in a controlled form, I guess I would say. I don't want to say stern. It's not stern, but there's a practicality to the energy. As she has her hands on my shoulders, it feels like. The wisdom keepers is what I hear next. The lineage. It is a spark. It is an energy. It is a passing down of the wisdom, and it resides within you. is a flame in your chest that's been placed there since birth. It has always been there. It flickers and it brightens. It's like a flame school of the flame, initiate, something like this is what it feels like. And then her hand is kind of on my chest, saying, here, this is where it lives. And all who are open to the message can impassion their flame, can make it grow brighter and stronger. It is meant to be a beacon for all of those that need remembering at this time. But you have this inside of you. You have the message inside of you. You have everything you need inside of you. The message, the stories, they're all in there. And I'm seeing like my body full of words, like light words, or words of light, or messages all on my skin and inside of me. They're all there for you to use, to grab onto, to share. So pull from inside of you. That's where the message comes from. It's like you can turn your thinking brain off and just pull from inside of you. That's where the messages are. I asked her, how do I know what to do? How do I know what to share? What do I do? And she said, do you think that you are alone in this, child? You have never been alone on this journey. We help you. We have helped you through this whole process, this whole life, this whole thing. We push you towards the messages, toward this place of finding and sharing. So when you feel in your brain that you do not have enough, or that there is nothing there to share, please remember we are pushing from behind, from all sides, reminding you there is always something within you. So turn the thinking mind off, the criticism off, the questioning off, and just let it come from within, birth through your heart. You do not have to have the facts and the history and the wisdoms right. The vibration that comes through you, the message that comes through you is enough. It's like release this need for enlightened wisdom in the sense of being accurate and historically correct. It is the act of sharing that is the most important. The letting it come out, which is what you need to remember. So just open your throat. Open your throat chakra more, more, more. Let that space expand and just begin to speak. And the things that will need to come out will. The stories that need telling will come. This is not hard for you to do. It comes naturally. It's what you're meant to do. And we help fan the fire. We push the stories that need to be pushed along. And I literally see them standing behind me and like waving their fans. Like, push it out, push it out, push it out. Open your mind to the fact that just by opening your voice, opening your mouth and beginning is all you need to do. They come from deep within, the stories and the messages. Turn your brain off and be here and talk. This is so much bigger than just you. The vibration is needed on Earth right now from your voice. Do this essentially, and you are taken care of. Project your voice. Okay, well, thank you. Thank you for that message. And I said, is this, I even said, maybe I won't include this part of the message because it feels very personal to me. And she said, what? The whole point is sharing the message, kind of like chastising me for even thinking such a thing. What did we just say? What did I just say, essentially? Use your voice more. Quit stifling and keeping it inside of you, the energy, the story, the message. We will continue to fan your flame, fan your fire. So when you feel weary inside, just know that we are pushing, we are fanning it. We are helping it come to light. You just need to show up and open your mouth. Okay. So yes, hit publish, send, whatever. I'm seeing them say like, yes. And the reason that I'm saying them, it feels like it's just still this Mother Mary presence, this feminine presence, divine feminine presence. But I don't want to, like, I feel nervous labeling it as a he or a she. So when I say them in general, it's usually just this whatever being, this energy that's working with me at the moment. She said, call it what you want. Just, oh, it's funny. But yeah, this fanning of the flame behind me, like this kind of letting it out. Let us push it out of you if it needs to be. It will not be hard. Yeah, it will not be a hard road that you have to walk for this. It's interesting. Interesting. Thank you. I want to thank your presence today. The mother of all, the creator of all, for her wisdom, for her sharing. All that we've gotten to experience in this reading, this transmission today, has been wonderful. She said, and show up again tomorrow. Do it again tomorrow. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the love and the energy and the light and the messages today. And the baby, I got to interact with her energy today, which was awesome. We got a little bit of everything in our arc, in our storytelling today, which was pretty cool, actually. I mean, my children came in multiple times. We had plenty of interruptions as we went through this, or I should say interruptions, but just interactions. So it was kind of fun to follow the trajectory of the message. Overall, I hope that you all are doing okay. as we have moved into May and are kind of following our own unique paths. I thank you for taking the time to be here for this Sophia Sunday transmission for the week of May 4th. And I hope to continue to experience life here with you. So thanks. Thank you. And I'll see you next time. Bye.